Spirited Away tells the story of Chihiro, a 10-year-old with her parents, travelling to the new home, but they end up getting lost and accidentally ending up in a magical world where the adults stuff their faces at a restaurant and turn into my ex-wife. Don't you hate when that happens? Chihiro meets a young girl named Haku. Wait, that was a dude? Okay. Who helps her in this new world, but being human, she isn't very welcomed, forcing her to take on manual labour to be accepted by my mother here, who renames her Sen. Good, because I keep forgetting if it's Chihiro or Chihiro, so Sen, it's just Sen. It also turns out Haku is a shapeshifter and is also a dragon. Well, of course. And is granted her way back to her world to be reunited with her parents once and for all. It's basically Alice in Wonderland. In Japan. And not shit. Director Hayao Miyazaki got the idea for the movie when he was on holiday at the mountains with his family and their friends, and he wanted to make a film for them. Some present were young girls. He had previously made films for children and teenagers, but not 10-year-old girls before. He read some shoujo manga magazines that the young girls had left at the holiday cabin, but he felt like the romance involved wasn't what the demographic truly held dear in their hearts. He wanted to make a film about a girl heroine who they could actually look up to. His past two movie ideas were actually discarded, leading to the director nearly giving up and retiring completely. But this third idea, Sen and Chihiro Spirited Away, was obviously much more accepted. Production began in 2000 with a budget of 1.9 billion yen, which is the equivalent of 15 million US dollars. The studio didn't want to rely too much on computer animation. They used it carefully so it would only enhance the story and not steal the entire show. Every single character is hand-drawn, and originally the film was 3 hours long. Miyazaki made some cuts and deleted many scenes to try to keep it simple. He also did not want to make the protagonist just a pretty girl, but on the other hand, he did think that she looked too dull at the beginning. By the end though, he was satisfied, feeling like she would grow up to become a charming woman. But amazingly, despite the developed characters and story, the movie did not actually have a script. I never have scripts. I don't have the story finished and ready when we start work on a film. I usually don't have time, so the story develops when I start drawing storyboards. The production starts very soon thereafter while the storyboards are still developing. I genuinely don't know where the plot is going. I just let it happen organically. It's not me who makes the film makes itself and I have no choice but to follow. Of course, Disney and DreamWorks both bid for the rights to distribute the film in the States, with Disney winning and dubbing it under Pixar's supervision. He also wanted to bring the film over to the American audience with an English adaptation. Spirited Away was released in Japan on July the 20th, 2001, grossing 30.4 billion yen to become the single highest grossing movie in Japanese history. It was also the first movie to ever earn $200 million at the box office before even opening in the States. The American dubbed version was premiered at the Toronto International Film Festival on September the 7th, 2002, and it was loved by absolutely everybody alive, and if anyone says otherwise, they're wrong and they eat poop. It would go on to win a bucket load of awards and actually became the first ever anime to win the Best Animated Feature Academy Award, the longest movie to also win that award, and it's the only foreign film to ever win it as well. This movie is wonderful. Now, I'm not a fan of the Alice in Wonderland stories, but I can see the similarities. I also think this is a great metaphor. Chihiro is about to move house into the unknown, which leads her to quite literally end up in an unknown world, which is really clever. Depending on how you look at it, all of this could be her imagination. It could be her thinking this up out of fear of moving to the new location, or it could have actually happened, but either way, it is quite relatable. Everyone has been afraid of change or moving to a new land at some point, so it's a universal message, a journey of finding acceptance, and it fits really well. Although Alice in Wonderland, I didn't really care for any of the characters and it was just really annoying, whereas this isn't. And you know I'm getting old when I'm sat here thinking, this little brat is lying down in the back of the car, stretched out with no seatbelt. It's just a bad message. Oh, you showed them, you little rebel. And then she leans forward in the car without a seatbelt. This is extremely dangerous. Someone's gonna get hurt, little missy.
Пап, мы проедем.
Еще бы, на нашем-то вездеходе.
Now put your seatbelt on, for the love of God. Oh, look, a statue porg. Cool.
Любопытно. Давай пойдем посмотрим.
Не надо, поедем назад.
Да ты трусишка, Хиро, не бойся. Ну что, пошли?
Грузовик с вещами скоро приедет.
Ну и что? Ключ мы им отдали, сами все расставят.
Так-то оно так.
Папа, я не пойду.
Man, this kid's a pussy! When I was her age, it was all about exploring and investigating strange locations. She's too scared to do anything. Yeah, and then both parents completely abandon her instead of one staying behind. Add that onto the whole no seatbelts thing. She has some terrible parents.
Mama! Pap!
Oh, shut up! Seriously, this girl has spent the first 10 minutes of the movie bitching and whining, and that's even before she separated from her parents. You're a child! Have fun and explore!
Уже фонари зажглись. Скорей! Беги через реку, я задержу время.
Well, that escalated quickly.
Это же сон, сон.
Okay, I can't be the only one who thinks that that just looks so wrong. Okay, I think she needs to lay off the funky brownies.
Вставай!
Dude, this guy is the Flash! And he has the Force! Yeah, they're stairs! Hurry up and get your ass down them, you coward! Ah, much better. I mean, she's even too scared to throw a rock diamond thing into a fire. The girl's parents raised a pussy. But hey, this weird-looking old guy saves her when she's about to be caught and lies, saying that she's his granddaughter. No idea why he does this, but it's a pretty good message to not judge a book by its cover. You know, I've never actually understood that phrase because a book's cover is literally designed for you to judge it.
Дайте мне работу!
Okay, I think it's supposed to be taken seriously, but come on, I'm not going to look at that with a straight face. It's also bizarre that they all have this much hate for her being human, but most of them look human. And FYI, we never get an insight into what the hell they actually are.
Папа, мама! Это я! Это я, сын!
But that's not your real name. So shouting that out to your parents isn't going to do anything. Idiot. Oh, and how harsh is this? He wakes her up and tells her he'll take her to see her parents, getting her hopes up, but nope, they're still pigs. But the scene that follows is actually really sweet as they bond and he reveals that she needs to remember her real name in order to return home, whereas he's forgotten his and is forever trapped. She knows he's a phantom thing, so one, he should be able to just walk through the door anyway, and two, she should know that. But no, they make this a whole huge deal that she's the one who let him in. He's a phantom thing, surely he can get in anyway. She leaves this bath running for ages. I mean, come on, it would have easily overflowed and tsunami'd Japan by now. Ah, there we go. It just keeps getting funnier. But hey, at least she's finally grown a pair and gives a bath to Muck. Not really. She didn't have a clue what to do. It was you who said to, like, get the rope and tie it around and pull out all the treasure and stuff. She didn't do a damn thing, actually. How many times do they have to explain to you that they don't remember who they are? They're pigs! But no, it was a dream. Still makes no sense, they're pigs.
А что, если я не смогу узнать папу с мамой?
They're pigs! How the hell do you expect to recognize a pig from all the other fucking pigs?
Хаку? Ты ведь Хаку?
No, it's Dragonair. Jesus, for someone who was too pussified to just enter a dark area, she suddenly gained ninja abilities pretty damn quickly. Okay, I'm not taking a bird in shades and a hat seriously. I mean, I know it's my mum in disguise, but it just looks so funny. Okay, so this bird can sense things, right? I mean, earlier she sensed that there was an intruder, and it's evident that she has some kind of psychic-like abilities. So how the hell can she know that her baby is under these cushions, but Sen isn't? The animation is truly gorgeous throughout, and it very often gets insanely dark as she encounters some of the monsters, and they just look amazing.
Эй, я с дороги! Гость непрошенный гей!
Jesus Christ, this old bag has Super Saiyan powers! And it's the baby who helps convince the old bag to send Sen back to her own world. Which is weird, because the baby hated her for the entire movie. Oh well, let's summarize. You know, it's 2 hours long, and I'm not a real big fan of anime, but it actually did keep my interest. There's so many twists and turns, I wasn't sure where it was going to go next, and it's actually incredibly exciting to watch. It's a wonderful story with such colourful characters, you can't help but have a smile on your face. The animation and music is fantastic, the story is engaging, it's just all around masterful. This is where all the anime fans are going to come out the woodworks. Review this, review this. I'm not doing hentai.